So what we have today, right, is actually 1,000 pounds worth of bulk sand that I need to get rid of and actually, use it in my backyard. It actually squatted maybe, I don't know, maybe an inch, but that's just something to think about while I have to pull this back. So let's actually check out the specs of this thing before we have to pull it for about an hour. All right, guys, so here it's pretty beat up. Anyways, it's saying about gross trailer weight 7,090. I think it's like 7,100, something like that. So knowing that I got to pull it about an hour away, I want to show you my Gen Y hitch. All right, and I think I put this out in my previous video, but let me go ahead and take you to my hitch. All right, so this thing, it is the 9-inch drop hitch, right? So since I put the 4-inch BDS radius on lift, I had to get a drop hitch for this truck. So it doesn't want to focus. Anyways, 9-inch drop, 2.5-inch shank, 3,000 ton weight, 21,000 towing capacity. This thing is beefy. It is beefy, and so another reason why I like just driving around with this, even if I don't pull as much. If a car kind of, gets a little froggy, they forget, they're texting, whatever, this thing is actually going to stop them from hitting my bumper. All right, and so if they actually hit this, it'd probably do more damage to the car or the bumper than it would to my actual hitch. I'm pulling it here. I had it in the very bottom setting, and this thing, I think with the payload, with that sand, it's probably about an inch drop in the back. All right, so I think what I want to do is actually raise this to the level above. All right, so this is a 9-inch drop hitch. Total, it's about 12 inches, all right, in length. So one thing you want to think about when you're actually buying a hitch, if you lift your truck, is how big of a drop hitch do you need. I think the rule of thumb is you want to have at least 13 inches from the ground to the bottom of the hitch to ensure that you have enough clearance. And I think at that point, this trailer is actually going to be level. Let's go ahead and get this thing rigged up and show you some pulling vids. All right, so let's go ahead and back up this bad boy and line this up to the hitch ball. So what I'm actually doing is following that dashed line. It actually lines me up very well. All right, I think that's it. Alright guys, so I just dropped off that trailer, headed back home. I caught a bunch of rain. I'm not sure what it is. I know we're in hurricane season, but this rain just, when it comes, it slaps. It's not as bad right now, but I know it's gonna come right back. Something about the East Coast. From what I've noticed driving this Ford for about 11,000 miles, right at the 45 mile per hour speed, this truck and the 6.7 with the 6R140, it's always really trying to figure out, what gear to be in, whether that's 5th or 6th. And I think 37s kind of exaggerate that. But for the most part, from what I've noticed, the truck always wants to go into 6th gear. And I guess you can't blame it. It's trying to get as good miles per gallon as it can get. I think that's probably where the 10-speed transmission Oh God, what is that? That's probably where the 10-speed transmission is really honed in on that miles per gallon, and really the speed's locked into the 6.7. It's just, you know, fine tuning what Ford has done in that new generation. I mean, as it was pulling 8,000 pounds with 1,000 in the, you know, in the bed, I rarely even felt like it was really back there. It wasn't fighting it at all. Of course, I wasn't hitting, you know, like 7% grades, 10% grade hills. It doesn't really feel like it's back there. So this truck, the 6.7 and the 6R 140, packs a lot of power, and really makes you feel comfortable with whatever you got behind you. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. It's probably the most I've ever pulled with this truck. Just the first of many, but you know what? Trying to get this truck paid off, you know, thinking about a boat or a trailer or a camper, you know, so those things may happen after this truck is paid off. And that's right around the corner, honestly. It's very soon. So looking forward to that. But if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, like this video so more people can find my channel, sharing my experience with the F250. All right, so until next time, see y'all.